Hi everyone, Stephanie Calhoun here, and this is the next video in a series of question and answer videos. And today's question is coming to you from Julianne, and she's asking, what causes bad breath and how do you get rid of it? So here I am in my bathroom, so welcome to my home. And I've just taken my shower, and I'm going to show you one of the ways of preventing bad breath. So this answer is coming to you from an Ayurvedic perspective. So in Ayurveda, we look at bad breath as a result of what we call ama, A-M-A. So ama is considered to be undigested food as well as thoughts and emotions. So anything that we're not processing completely, digesting, whether it be in the body or in the mind, creates ama, or essentially toxicity that builds up in the body. So when you wake up in the morning, you have essentially a coating on your tongue. So I invite you first thing tomorrow morning to take a look at your tongue, stick it out really well, and notice what you see on your tongue. So don't drink anything yet, certainly don't brush your teeth yet. Just take a glance at your tongue and notice what you see. There could be various things you notice, but in particular, see if you notice a particular coating that appears on your tongue. It could be white, it could be a little bit frothy, it could be beige, it could be even a little bit dark. So just notice if there's a coating. So what this is essentially when you go to bed at night and anything that's not being digested properly, whether it be at the level of the stomach, the small intestine, or the large intestine, whatever level that's happening at, if anything is not getting processed completely, so the body's not cooking it, it's not getting absorbed, assimilated, and then eliminated as waste, anything that's not unable to be processed shows up by the next morning on the tongue. So as you lie in bed, horizontal, essentially what is undigested starts to, basically for lack of a better description, creep its way back up through the digestive tract and ends up in your mouth and on your tongue. So, first of all, there are two major ways in Ayurvedic remedy to prevent bad breath, because this ama, as it sits in the mouth, can then develop into halitosis. You can develop gingivitis, gum disease, and the bad breath, being halitosis, can be an ongoing problem. It doesn't have to be just when I wake up in the morning, my breath smells kind of funky. It could be on a consistent basis where we would maybe label it as something like halitosis. So these two major ways of preventing are, one, scraping your tongue, and two, stoking your digestive fire. So we're here in my bathroom to see the demonstration I'm going to offer you, which will be oh so pleasant, of tongue scraping. Now, say hello to my little friend. So this is what we call a tongue scraper or a tongue cleaner. You can buy these in your local pharmacy, as well as Aura Foods on the corner of Westmoreland and George Street, if you prefer to go for natural food shopping. So if you are to purchase one in a pharmacy, my recommendation is to not buy a plastic one, because plastic can very easily hold bacteria. So to be as sanitary as possible, this is a stainless steel tongue cleaner, and you can hopefully find one of these in your local area. If you can't find one, a kitchen spoon works well as well. Just be careful not to gag yourself, and don't gag yourself with these either, but it can be a little easier to do that with a spoon. So here's what we do. You take the tongue scraper. It's a little difficult for me to do in this kind of a positioning. Normally I would hold both sides. So I'm going to hold the one side and show you the process. So you want to have your tap running. So do this over your bathroom sink. Again, first thing in the morning, before you brush your teeth, before you drink anything. So you take the tongue scraper and put it fairly far back on your tongue, but again, don't gag, and stick your tongue out. Then you're going to scrape it forward gently, not to be too aggressive to your taste buds, because this is also, in our view, massaging the digestive tract as we massage its patterning on your tongue. So you're going to scrape forward and see what's there. So I got a little bit of stuff there. Nothing super exciting. I've also already done this morning, but I'm going to scrape several times. I'm going to try to hold this with both sides. Rinse it off in between. Until basically you find that there's fairly little actually coming off on the tongue scraper anymore. Then you want to make sure you clean your tongue scraper very thoroughly with nice hot water when you're finished. So Scraping your tongue, I'm telling you, this is a game changer. Every time I recommend this for people, first they think, you are nuts. Why would I possibly scrape my tongue? And can I just do that with my toothbrush? Well, you can technically do it with your toothbrush or with the little bumps on the back of your toothbrush that toothbrush designers are trying to kind of fake it till you make it to get one of these. However, those can be very aggressive, and the bristles of a toothbrush can actually damage the taste buds on the tongue. And in our Ayurvedic mapping of the tongue, this is creating potential damage to the villi in the intestinal lining. So you want to be very cautious with that. And that generally just kind of scrapes it around your mouth, and then you end up swallowing it again. So just imagine, if this is undigested food and you don't scrape your tongue, you think you want to drink something or eat something and put that down in your digestive tract again? Not so pretty. So remove any waste that's on your tongue, and then we'll go on to step number 2. So we're going to travel out of my bathroom now. And so how do we stoke our digestive fire? So what we call it is the Agni, or the main digestive fire in our stomach. So here we are now in my kitchen, and we're going to work with 3 simple ingredients. And this is all it takes, a simple Ayurvedic Agni booster. You could sip on this before a meal, about 20-30 minutes before you have a meal, and see how you make out. If you feel like you're digesting your food a little bit efficiently or with more ease, less bloating, less gas, things of that nature. So here we have lemon ginger tea. That's the French version. This is my bilingual component. Lemon ginger yogi tea is what I have here. And these are very, very strong, potent teas, so they're really lovely. Then we put the tea bag in our cup with some nice hot water. So that's your second ingredient, hot water. And third ingredient, organic honey. A little bit of honey. We say honey has a scraping action. So when you add honey to your tea, you're adding in an extra scraping component. So just the way you scraped your tongue, you're now getting a little bit of scraping into the digestive tract itself, helping to clear out any remnants of gunk that we don't need in there. So here we have lemon ginger tea with honey. Great Agni booster. I'm going to sip on this on my deck in the sunshine, enjoying this beautiful morning we're having. And you know, another way of making sure that you're digesting your food well is eat clean, whole foods that you're making yourself, and make it with love. Be contented and happy and be present when you're making your food. And always imagine you're making it for the most special person in your life. And maybe you are. Your kids, your family, your spouse, your parents, and your best friend, yourself. Hopefully you really love yourself. So make your food with love and compassion and enjoy it thoroughly. Make it with whole, natural foods, organic if you can. And sip on some lemon ginger tea and with a little bit of honey. And make sure that you get outside in nature each day. Also an excellent booster for keeping the Agni stoked and preventing bad breath or undigested food is to make sure you exercise. So my morning so far is comprised of a meditation. I've taken an hour walk with my dogs out in the sunshine. I've come back. I've had, well, first, before I did any of that, I scraped my tongue this morning as soon as I got up. And I've now had a shower to clean myself, and I'm about to sip on my lemon ginger tea, spend some time sitting in quiet in nature next to the creek, listening to the water and the birds, and then I'll maybe enjoy some yin yoga in the sunshine. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please keep submitting your questions. They're fabulous. I love getting these, and I'll keep trying to answer them the best I can. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Namaste.